All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Dr. Walls and Friends. And we got a full house tonight. Now, I told y'all in the promo, I don't know if I'm ready for all of the hotness up in this space tonight with the cast of Pot Calling Kettle and all of the fabulous. Yeah, y'all go
Hey.
ahead, wave it up, shake it up.
Hey.
And for those in the chat room, please be sure to come on, say hello, let us know where you are joining us from. And, as the questions arise, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll get in the comments. I will get to as many as I can. Now, we're going to go around the room and I'm going to go around as people are on my screen. I want you to introduce yourself, say your real name, say your name on the show, and then we're going to get into this conversation. So, Jamie, I'm going to start with you because you're right next to me on screen. Have at
Let's
it.
do it. And my name is Jamie Bastian, to be exact. And my role in Pot Calling Kettle, I'm playing the role Cassandra.
And if y'all don't know, I'm going to show y'all a little promo in a minute. So you're going to get to know Cassandra real quick.
Clock it.
All right, Fariah, how about you?
Hi. So my name is Fariah Charles. I play the woman that you love to hate, JJ.
Mm-hmm. All right, and Sharon?
Hi, my name is Antonia. Well, Sharon James Antonia, and I play Elaine, the lawyer, who is after Miss Cassandra.
And
Hey
Katora.
guys, my name is Keziah Charles, and I play the woman of many faces, Marley.
Mm-hmm.
My mother.
Yes. And let me look, I was so shocked when I found out that the relationship
Yeah,
dynamic there. So
yeah.
now
Wasn't
let's
it a
go.
shocker?
It was. I wasn't expecting that. And somebody said, that's how my I go, no, it's not. I had to run it back. And I said,
Yeah,
son of a gun.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oops.
So, Katora, I'm going to start with you because you share the last name of the person who created all of this.
Yes.
So, how did you get involved in this show?
Okay, so I am going to be blunt and direct. Okay, I was at my home,
Uh huh.
minding my business. Okay, doing my housework, and then Demetrius, my brother, walks in, and he says to me, "I have a role for you." So I'm like, "A role?" He said, "Yes, I'm writing." I think Pot Calling Kettle was originally supposed to be a movie, but
Mm-hmm.
then he transitioned it into a series. So
Mm-hmm.
he said he needed me to play the role of Marley. So I got all excited and everything, and I said, "Oh, okay, okay." But then after the excitement died down, I was like, "What situation is that boy trying to put me in there?" So I was like, I started to panic. But then I embraced it. I embraced the opportunity because I saw it as an opportunity for me to grow.
Uh huh.
Yes. I saw it as an opportunity because I've always been this like reserved kind of person.
Yes.
So I saw this as an opportunity to put myself out there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I embraced that opportunity.
I love that. Now, Jamie, if you can hear me, for some reason you went off screen, so you might have to exit the room and come back in. So I'm just going to remove you off until we can see you again. Oh, right. So you saw it as an opportunity to grow and you embraced it. You didn't run from it.
No,
And
I did not. No.
okay. And would you say you've grown?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Very, very, very much, very much. I have grown. I have grown in ways that I never even thought possible.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to tap into resources that I never even thought I possessed.
Yes.
So definitely I grew. I have grown. I'm still growing. Yes.
Okay. Well, we're going to circle back to that in a moment. I'm going to just Samantha, she says, "Hello ladies, glad to have
Morning
you."
time.
We have Kimberly Reed says, "Good night, ladies."
Good
Good
And
night.
night.
Jamila Rivers says, "Hello, everyone." Yes. And
Hey.
Jamie, you are back.
Back.
You are back. All right. So now, Sharon, how about you? How did you get involved with this?
How did I get involved with this? So I knew Demetrius a while ago, and he knew I was doing a play. And when the play was done, he came up to me and he said, like he told Katura, yeah,
Yes,
I pronounce it right.
Yes.
Okay. He has a role for me, and I was like, oh, I am always excited to act, so I was very excited when he came up to me and he told me that, because my show was ending, and so this is how it started, and I've been with him ever since.
Excellent. Fariah, how about you? How did you get involved in this project?
So pretty well, Demetrius is my uncle. And so he called, and I've just never been one to shy away from anything. I did not expect it. I honestly did not expect it to develop the way that it has.
Yes.
But one of the things is, because it was Uncle Diaz, well, that's how we address him, because it was Demetrius who asked, you just don't say no. That's really what happened. So I was just like, well, why not? And when he gave me a little idea as to what my role was going to be, although I am very far from her, her ways that were, she's very flamboyant. Sign me up, please. I'm here.
You were there for it.
That's it. That's really what it is.
Now look, Sam says because she like to make monkey madness. That's how she got involved.
Yes. And I get to showcase a little bit of naughtiness, which is not something that I would do in my normal life. So that was really one of the reasons why I was like, why not?
Yeah.
Because you get to be a different person. And it's fun.
I know. I love it.
I love that. And, that goes similar to Couture to, I'm imagining for you when you said, you get a chance to stretch yourself and see yourself in ways that normally you would not maybe be on a regular day-to-day basis.
Right. Absolutely. And not once. As much as I am, again, I'm not a reserved person.
Yes.
I'm very much out there, very social. But I would not have seen myself in front of a camera. It was just not something they had ever seen for myself. So it has been a lot of fun.
Okay. And Jamie, how about you? How did you get involved in this?
I'm a go-getter. I went straight up to my uncle. Well, we all know Demetrius is also my uncle as well.
Okay.
And I just went up to him. I seen that he was doing his thing and he was doing very, very well. He's still doing very well. So I was like, Uncle, I want to be part of this. Being in front of the camera, being dramatic, the imaginary world. I love it. That's how.
All right. I love it. Well, we're going to take a quick moment and we are going to look at this promo. This is from season 1. So for those who don't know Pot Calling Kettle, here's a little bit of a taste of what some of these ladies on the screen are doing.
I need to talk to you.
About Dick?
Yes.
Of course. Well, I'm done talking because you don't listen.
Carol, it's been 3 weeks since the falling out of Marley and Cassandra. We're really going to enforce some neighbors. Why would you do that to me?
Why would I do what, Marley?
I really feel we should be the one starting this fire.
The house is going to collapse all on its own.
Oh, come on. You wouldn't. I have no recollection of this, and what I don't know won't touch. Don't give me that shit. I won't.
We need to talk about what happened. Try to get you to talk here again.
I want nothing to do with her.
Drama.
And we know Demetrius be here for all of the drama.
Yes,
that's right.
Very good at bringing the drama. He is so good. I'm telling you, he's very good at bringing the drama.
So, Couture, I'm going to start with you. When you got this script and you saw that, what went through your mind?
When I saw You mean Marley as
Yes. And what was being asked
um,
you to do and portray and so forth?
it was challenging for me because I am not that kind of person. At least I hope not. I am not. I don't. I don't have that kind of character. So for me to get into that kind of character was very challenging for me because it's just not who I am. But like I said, it was just an opportunity to, like you said, to stretch myself.
Yes.
Yeah. So Marley is a case and a half. That's the the only way I can describe her. She's really dramatic. She's really emotional. In terms of the emotions, yes, I identify with her on that level.
Yes.
But in terms of her aggression and just her manipulations and so on, no, this was me. It's still not. It's still not me.
It's still not you. All right. Now, Miss Drama down here, Jamie. For you, when you got that script and you were told, he told you what he wanted you to do, what was your response?
Oh boy. The deceiving part, I was like, okay, it's, as she said, it's not me. However, I was just all in it. I was in it to win it. So I'm like, it's drama.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yes.
Cassandra, she brings fashion. She brings drama. I bring fashion and I bring drama in real life. It's just the addiction and the deceiving part. It's not me, but it's fun.
Yeah.
So I was all in it to win it.
Yes. Well, look, we got to take a moment and shout out for Sisters for Harmony, our director of outreach, Dion Chambers, is currently in New Orleans with a whole crew of people, and they are watching us. So can we just take a moment and wave to everyone who's watching us?
Hi. Oh, wow.
Yes, so we are live in New Orleans right now with hundreds of people. So we want to thank her for the opportunity. And we want to encourage people to subscribe to Demetrius's channel. So if you haven't done so already, the link is right there. Please be sure. I put it in the chat early on. I will put it in again. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button to his channel. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe button to my channel as well at Ask Dr. Walls 525. And you can also see some social media handles. Jamie, I'm going to start with you. This is your IG handle, Pretty Mimi with 2 eyes and then 20.
Yes, that's right.
All right. And then Sharon, how about yours? Is that what social media handles at?
IG.
That's for IG as well. Yes. And that's DGSHAJ 2020.
That's correct. Yes.
All right. Fariah, how about you? Any social media handles you want people to be sure to click on?
Yes. I will put the link in a bit later. The reason I hesitated is because I'm not as active on there, but I do intend to be a little bit more.
I'm not either, but
Okay. Hey, we build a little bit at a time. Katora, how about you?
Yes, mine is it's not up on the screen, but mine is Shades of Keturah, and that's on all social media platforms.
All right, so Samantha,
including YouTube.
Okay, fantastic. So Samantha, if you could drop their social media handles in the chat, that'll be great. So this way, people can be sure to go on and follow them. All right. So one of the things, you all are actresses of various ages. How many of you knew, Sharon, you mentioned that you liked acting and you were already on a project. When did you know you wanted to get into this space of being an actress?
So my first acting experience was in high school. And it all started there and in church also. And I did 2 plays in church and I did 2 plays in high school. And then I came to New York and I also did plays. I did theater over here, and I loved it. I love acting. Love acting. I love being on stage. I love being, somebody else. Because it's the whole point of acting. So you're in a different space, a different world, you know.
Yes.
And yes, and yeah, so I took it a step further when Demetrius approached me to be a cast of PCK. I jumped. I jumped at the opportunity, and here we are.
Here we are. Fariah, how about you? When did you say, all right, I'm gonna give this acting thing a go?
Again, it's just not feeling it, just because Uncle Demetrius asked. I had to say yes. I had seen, again, we were very much aware of his creative side. This was not the first time that he was involved in a project. I was very much surprised that he asked for us to be involved, but as many people may have already been aware, he has already been recognized in St. Lucia, off-Broadway plays. So we experienced the creativity. I was already aware of it.
Yes.
The role that he gave me when he proposed the opportunity of JJ, pretty much like Keturah and Jamie, it's not who I am in regards to, just as the name says, Pot Calling Kettle. She has so much going on, yet she's so involved in everybody else's business. This is not me at all. At all. This is so far from who I am. However, the character was so playful.
Yes.
And I can appreciate how Demetrius allowed me to have fun with her. So one of the things that he allowed me to do when I asked him is to, if you really follow her character, she doesn't really have anything going for her. However, if you look at her on screen, she's always, like they would say, up to the time. Like her hair is always different, and she's so he allowed me to really play with the character, and that's what really got me grounded in acting. And then I figured, you know what, it's a lot of fun, and I got to work with family, so what's better than it was always a good time. So that was the starting point that really catapulted everything to me being part of the active world.
Yeah. Jamie, I see you resonating with what Fariah is saying. What's going on in your mind?
Yes. Well, basically, I could relate to pretty much everything that she just said. It's a great opportunity, you know, and it's not based on who you are. It's how you could explore the opportunity and the character that you're given.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. And when did you know you wanted to start acting? Did you come out like this?
Well, as a little girl, I always would, you know, dress up and play in the mirror because I've always been a home girl.
Okay.
And in high school, I always loved reading and literature, English and literature. So we got to, you know, act out plays and stuff like that. So I was just like, yeah, it's me. I enjoy doing it. You know, it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you also get to meet new people as well.
For sure. For sure. Keturah, how about you? When did you think about this acting piece? Because your brother brought you in, but was it ever a thought prior to that?
No way. No way. No way, no how. But I was a teacher back home. So I was used to being in front of an audience. Okay. The classroom.
I love that. True.
But being, you know, having that direct contact is not the same as being behind the camera or in front of a camera.
Yeah.
So in the initial stages, I have to be honest and say that I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't really into it because it just wasn't who I was, who I am. Sorry, but then when viewers, like the people here in Montreal, they came up to me and they said to me, "Oh my goodness, you have such a wide range of emotions, you know, and so on." And you know the feedback was very positive. I was like, okay, you know what, okay, I'll give it a try, you know.
Yes.
That's when I started just, you know, getting myself into it more and more. Don't tell my brother I said that. Eh?
It is on tape, and he's gonna hear the replay. I'm sorry, Keturah, but it's out there. Hey, Keturah, I'm going to start with you with that comment, and then I'm going to go around the room and ask others. What has it been like being recognized by people for being in these roles?
Oh my goodness. My first real reaction was a lady came to my home to pick up something from me. And then she stood at the bottom of the stairs and she looked up and she's like, oh my goodness, that's you're Marley. And I felt like an actress on the red carpet. Honestly, I felt good. I felt really good. So, but my close people, my family, my friends, the feedback was really positive. They really spoke about the wide range of emotions that Marley has, and they said I was able to really bring it out, in bring it out to the audience. So yes. So far the feedback has been really, really positive. Yes.
That's wonderful. Jamie, how about you? What's it been like to be recognized by people?
All I've received is amazing feedback. Girl, you being dramatic, and you've always been dramatic. You brought it in front of the camera, and you always bring it. But what I would like from people or the audience is, feedback as to where I can improve.
Okay.
But the only thing that I've received is good feedback.
Wonderful.
Good feedback. And it makes you feel good about what you do, right? So,
yeah. Samantha said, "Oh, they like Cassandra."
Oh, they do, because I make sure that I bring the drama.
Yes.
And make sure that I bring the drama.
Shauna said, "Not being these characters in real life and playing it so well shows how phenomenal you ladies are. Bravo."
Thank you,
Nice.
Shauna.
Very nice. All right, Fariah, what's it been like for you to be recognized?
Okay. The recognition part, again, the talent is there because you're hard on yourself, but when we look at the shows, we look at the episodes, we look back at it, I'm in awe of every single character. And I'm just, and again, these are our family members. So you're like, oh my God, you're so good. But in regards to being recognized, when I started sharing the information, the links, having people go to Demetrius' YouTube channel to like and subscribe. From my friends back home, they were so supportive, all positive. I had some of the men that I had gone to school with saying to me, I was telling my wife, I went to school with her. So it was sort of a little Beyonce moment, but even better. I was in St. Lucia in October. And I kid you not, on 3 different occasions, people recognized me.
Wow.
And then I also went to my grandmother's place in the south of the island. And the neighbor, because Pot Calling Kettle is now on Calabash TV in St. Lucia.
Sure is.
Yes, it is.
So, and when we went when I was in St. Lucia, we had just launched on Calabash TV. And the neighbors were like, I just saw you. I just saw you on TV. I just saw you. And they were so excited. It's like, I know this girl. Like, I saw her growing up and she's on. So the feedback has just been amazing. It's so wonderful, honestly. It's a very proud moment. Very, very proud moment. For my family members and my friends who know me, they say this is right up your alley. Because I am very theatrical. But to be recognized by my fellow St. Lucians, it is an absolute honor. I love it.
That's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
All right, Sharon, and you've been doing this for a while. You talked about doing plays and so forth in high school. So what's it been like for you being recognized over this time?
Oh my God. So well, with Pot Calling Kettle, people even forget my name. You know what they call me? Have you guys ever noticed that? Does anyone call you, right?
I have memes. My friends have memes. Yes. I have memes. My friends have memes. So I understand the lane. I understand.
Yes, exactly. And people always say, well, I see why you play a lawyer. You're by the book kind of person, and but yeah, going back to your question, being back home and doing those plays at school, and everybody told me how good I was. And I mean, being young and impressionable, and people telling you that you are so good. And so when honestly, I have to thank Dee so much, because when he approached me, well, the other plays I did here, they were awesome also, and thanks to Marlon. But I have to thank Dee so much for approaching me about Pot Calling Kettle, because being part of that is so amazing. And you guys are great too,
So let's do a little bit of education with people. So some of you, so Sharon, she's talked about how she has a history of acting, and then others such as Fariah talked about how she stepped into this because she was asked, and Couture stepped in because she was asked, and Jamie said, "I want in." So she made a way. And I think it's important that we all recognize that, right? We each have different styles and ways in which we enter into spaces. I know for myself, I play the role of Lioness on our web series, Kadaga. I only went in because a former 5th grade student of mine, so Couture, like you, I was teaching, right? I had my audience. A former 5th grade student of mine said, "I want to do some acting." And so my husband and I then create this space for her to do some acting. And he's like, "Well, she ain't gonna do it unless you do it too." And so the teacher in me was like, "Okay, fine, whatever it takes for her to be comfortable." That's how I entered the space, to support somebody else. It was not something that I thought would be an interest of mine. But to your point again, Couture, right? The stretching, the getting to know who this character is, and bringing life to this character. And then we began tapping people saying, "Hey, are you interested in doing some work in front of the camera?" And some people were saying, "Well, I did used to think about it, or I wanted to, but I just never knew how." And so then now they're on set, they're learning what goes on behind the camera as well as what goes on in front of the camera. So what have been real learning spaces for each of you? What were either you surprised to learn about? What has been challenging for you to be able to embrace? What's been that learning for you? Jamie, I'm going to start with you on this one.
Okay. Very disciplining, because I'm a giggly type of person. And on task with Keziah Charles, yes, it's very challenging for me. Very challenging. That was one of my biggest challenges. But also in certain ways, he helped me to improve on how to articulate on different expressions, which is not really me. So that's where the learning part comes in.
Okay.
But yeah, so far the challenge is me giggling on set all the time.
Okay. Go ahead, Couture. What you have to say?
It's like, Cassandra, get out.
I have to get over the laugh first. And for me, drawing from my experience as a teacher, I can tell you, some students would not participate unless you ask them to. And this is me. If he had not asked me, I would not have volunteered. I would not have put myself out there in that way, because I saw myself as being too reserved for that, to do something like that. So that was the challenge for me.
Okay.
Just stepping out of the comfort zone.
Yes.
And putting myself out, out there, and just like just becoming somebody else. Yeah. And you know what? At the end of the day, I love it. I love being somebody else. Hello. I love to be somebody else. Yes. So,
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So yeah.
Sharon, how about you?
That was
my learning.
my little challenge. Yeah.
Okay. Sharon, how about you? Any
So, well,
challenges? Any learnings?
I haven't really had challenges per se, but having to do countless like takes, to get this like perfect, I mean, you have to get it right. And with Demetrius, like Fariah, was it you who said that, or Jamie? I mean, but he is so awesome, to be honest, and he's a great director, and you have so many takes and to get it right, and but then it comes with the territory. So so that's one of my biggest challenges.
I want to say, and Fariah, before I come to you, Sharon, I want to say for me, and you all may have this experience also, when you're given that script and you read it and it feels, or you think about it one way, but then when you're interacting with that person, then all of a sudden it takes on a whole energy and different nature, right? And then like you do it and it's like, no, I want to do it again, because you have now embraced that character and that scene. Sharon, anything you want to add to that?
I'm sorry, say it again.
I say, anything you want to add to that?
Well, yes, because I am a very, very, very shy person, believe it or not. You guys may not want to believe that, but and when I meet my high school friends or classmates, they're like, "You're a DJ," they never expected that. Then you're acting, they don't expect that, because they know how shy I was, and I'm still shy, but being a different person, yes, I really do love that. Being on stage is, one of the things I love so much.
Love it.
Yeah, it's like you get the opportunity to leave one realm and step into another world and just do something that's totally not you.
Not you.
Not
Yeah.
you. And you're able to switch back when you're ready.
Right?
Yes, I love it. And I'm hoping as people are listening that they're thinking about the possibilities for themselves, that they're hearing you and being inspired to maybe step out and do something a little different. I know a lot of times people say step out of your comfort zone, but I actually say expand your comfort zone, right? Because the more you push against your comfort zone, the more comfortable the zone gets bigger.
That's
right.
true.
As opposed to stepping out and trying to pull it out, just push against it. And so, all right, Miss Fariah, how about you? What have been your learnings? What have been your challenges?
The challenge with my role as JJ is to, just as everyone has said, is just to become that character, because again, it is not who I am. Yes, she's flamboyant, she's out there. Yes, that part is okay. I'm not a shy person. I'm not reserved. I'm okay. But when you read the script and the things that she does and the things that she says and who she is as a person, it is so far off from who I am that is a challenge. And the takeaway from it is the amount of work that goes on behind the scenes. Just as Sharon says, the number of takes for one scene. Just to make sure you have the emotion right, to make sure that the scene is set correctly. And Demetrius, as the producer, the director, the writer, having so many hats on, being able to watch it, and then being part of the step, every single step, you're part of it. You see him doing everything, but then you get to watch the finished product, and you're sometimes I don't remember this part.
Right.
Were we there?
I know.
And it's so to see all the work that goes behind it. And to see the finished product, it just gives me a whole new respect for anyone in the industry at all. And hats off to Demetrius, because it is not an easy task, but he does it flawlessly. Flawlessly. So
awesome.
that for me is just wow. But with Jamie, we have a lot of fun on set because sometimes, he has to set us straight because we're giggling because some scenes are just we can't get the words.
And it's
So
not only
there's a
that, it's
lot
just
of fun. But
Demetrius, what were you thinking?
yes,
How did you come up with such drama? Like when you
yes,
read the lines, it's just like, oh my god,
yes. Like
what's processing through
just
your brain?
it's really something, and it's okay you write a short story, but continuously,
I know,
and you
right?
don't miss a
Yeah.
step, it's just another level. So as I
Yeah,
said, I just have a newfound respect for anyone in the industry, but especially for Demetrius.
I
The
agree.
amount of hats that he has to wear, and he doesn't get lost. He has so many projects that he handles, not just Pot Calling Kettle. He has four other, so many others. Some on Tubi, so many others, and he doesn't get lost. He doesn't get confused about which scene goes where.
I
So
know,
that's
right?
really
That,
something for me. I'm amazed by
yeah.
creative minds. I really am.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Jamie, anything you want to chime in and add to that? And then Katora, I'm coming to you.
Yes, and I just wanted to say also too, when it comes to Demetrius Charles, his patience.
Yes.
That is true.
Wow.
Yes,
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
agree.
because we're not
Amazing,
professionals, other than
amazing.
Sharon.
No, I am not a
So
professional.
he's
No, no.
very patient with us. Very,
Very
and we can
patient.
appreciate
I
that.
agree.
And the work and the task that it takes, I give it up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
So
Indeed.
just a round of applause for him.
Yes. Let's get. Yes. And he knows I'm good for shaking a tambourine, so I'm gonna shake one for him.
Shake that tambourine. Yeah.
Katora, I'm gonna ask you, what is it like to know your brother in this capacity?
I've always known my brother in this capacity. Yes.
Okay.
Because from the time I've known him as my brother, I know he's always has this creative mind.
Yes.
And he actually started off writing, short poems and stuff. And until he pushed himself and he was able to get it printed, into a little booklet and stuff. And then he slowly graduated to bigger and better things. But the thing that kind of surprised me about him was that, I mean, he grew up in a family of a lot of women. So he's always had this sensitivity towards women
Yes.
and the issues that they face. And if you, the audience out there, if you would just go to his website and you were to just look at his movies, look at his storylines, it would tell a theme, a common theme that is really geared towards women and the issues that we women face. And I just want to put out there one movie I would like to recommend that the viewers watch from his website is Ascension, I Am Not My Mother.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
it's on
Yes,
Tubi.
really,
Yes.
really, really powerful movie. And this is the one that just opened my eyes about him as not just being my brother, but being phenomenal as this guy thinks on his feet.
Yes.
Okay, he thinks on his feet. He's just a wonderful person to work with, and I'm being totally biased here.
And it's okay.
But he is truly a wonderful person to work with. Very patient.
Yes.
Very easygoing. He's very tactful, which is something that I love about people. He will not just put it out there. He knows how to approach people and so on. So yeah.
Yeah. And I'm glad you all mentioned Tubi, because I want people to know that his work can be found on Amazon Prime. It can be found on Tubi. It can be found, there's some on the YouTube channel. There's also some on his Vimeo site. And I am placing his links in the chat room. Please be sure to check them out. Please be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Also, please, as an independent filmmaker, it is important that we support him and other artists. And so when we see opportunities to rent for $4.99, for $9.99, please take a moment and do so, right? We spend that amount of money on a cup of coffee or parking or something. So please, because you hear from these women and other artists just the sheer fact that he has created these dramas, it has allowed people to explore other parts of themselves that they would not have been able to explore. And so it is so important to support the artists. In this case, we're talking about Demetrius. You know, we're also talking about singers and songwriters and so forth. Those people who are saying, I am an independent artist, I am a creative, and giving people opportunities by him writing, by him producing. He's giving these ladies and other people as well opportunities to do the things that they love and enjoy and want to experience. Jamie, you look like you had a thought.
I look what?
You look like you had a thought, like you wanted to say something.
No, I'm just agreeing with what you're saying.
Okay. Yeah, it's so important. So please be sure to subscribe. Let me tell you something on YouTube. We need at least 1,000 followers. So please, for all of those who are listening, hello again to everyone in New Orleans. Please say wave at everybody. We got people from all over the world and everyone else who is joining us. Thank you. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Ask Dr. Walls 525. It is free to hit the subscribe button. Please also go to Demetrius Charles. Like I said, the link is there. I have the spelling in the chat room as well. Demetrius Charles. Hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. It only takes a click. All right. This is different from a subscription that you have to pay for. We just need you to subscribe. Now, all right.
Notification bells. Don't
forget. Hit that notification bell. Thank you. And like. And share. Like, share, leave some comments, engage. We promise we'll talk back. And it encourages us and motivates us to continue to do what we do. We have some comments in the chat room. If people have any questions, please feel free to put them in the chat. Let's see. We have Butterfly Love Consultations, aka Mary May, marriage and family therapist. Yes. That's the tambourine moment for the work represented in this conversation for all you with the direction and support of Demetrius Charles. Yes, thank you, Mary. Yes, for sure. And as you talked about Ascension, I am not my mother. I know my husband at Herman and I, we showcased that one in St. Lucia years ago at our film festival, the Piton Film Festival, and it was so powerful. And that was actually one of the first films that we screened and had a mental health panel behind it because of the mother-daughter dynamic and just all that happens. And you all know, as part of this Femme Force tour, which we're going to talk about in a moment, here in Philadelphia, we did a mental health panel around all of Pot Calling Kettle. This Is How You See Me. Samantha, I'm trying to remember some of the other names of the work.
Maneuver.
What was it? The Demadsi's Maneuver. Yes.
This Is How You See Me, Pot Calling Kettle.
Yes. All of those work, because it does have real life human drama in it, which we know can also, that early trauma in life can lead to the current day drama that people are experiencing. Oh, yes, and the bench. How can I forget the bench, which, focused on sexting within teens. And unfortunately, we know that that's also real as well. Yes. So although, yes, Demetrius is here for the drama, he lets you know, but it's also real.
It's
right.
Real.
Yeah.
We know this.
A lot of people can relate.
A lot of people can relate. That exactly. Now, as part of this Femme Force tour, what does that mean to you? Femme Force 2025. Fariah, what's going through your mind when you hear that phrase? And he said, we're going to do this Femme Force tour.
Okay. Well, just as it says, the name alone speaks for itself. I think the name of the tour itself is so powerful, because the driving force behind it, just showcasing the women, how powerful they are, the strength, what they represent, resilience. I think just the name alone, and what it stands for is absolutely amazing. And to be part of it is an absolute honor. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And it does go in line with who Demetrius is to his core, as Keturah mentioned, someone who's grown up around women. He is very sensitive. He does remind me a lot of Tyler Perry. If you listen to Tyler Perry and the how he the driving force behind his movies and his stories, it's very much in line with how Demetrius is. He takes from real life what he has seen around him and brings it to the screen. So it's a very exciting.
I love it. I love it. Sharon, how about you? Femme Force 2025.
Yes, I agree with Fariah actually, and like she said, the name is. I mean, I think the name is brilliant, and like Fariah said, Femme Force, strong women, women of power, women of strength. And I mean, the name alone says it all, and so you're dealing with women and how Demetrius sees women and the way he empowers women. And I mean, it's just brilliant, and he's just brilliant.
Yeah. Jamie, how about you? Femme Force.
When I hear Femme Force, what comes to mind, because I'm a girl's girl, so it just brings the idea of strong, powerful women and unity. It's just a strong unity. That's what comes to mind.
Of course, I have Queen Latifah in my head. UNITY. UNITY. Come on, Couture. How about you? Femme Force.
Okay, my brother, like I said, he grew up with women and he was exposed to a lot of abuse from, by his sisters who abused him from whatever different levels. And he saw that. He was exposed to that. He experienced it. And I think this shaped his worldview a lot about women. And so coming up with Femme Force, it tells you where he's at, tells you what he's thinking. It tells you about women who have gone through different struggles and how they put themselves out there to be able to overcome those struggles. And I'm sure many people in the audience can relate. I know I am one. I can testify of it, coming from domestic abuse, with my ex-husband. And so, you are able to overcome these things. And my brother saw it in me. And so when he put this thing together, I knew definitely it's just who he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Couture, for sharing all of that. Go ahead, Jamie.
I just wanted to add one thing. That's one thing I have to say about Demetrius Charles, which is my uncle. He always encourages women. Even, let's say, for example, if you have a flaw, he encourages to embrace it. He just makes you feel good about yourself. Yeah, I find that's a very good quality in him. Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah,
I don't think he understands that though. I think it's just so naturally a part of him that I don't think he understands the impact that he has.
I agree.
I tell my friends all the time, and it's just to showcase who he is as a person and how fundamental he is to who I am today. I'm not even sure he even is aware of it, but I get approached and sometimes people ask, where do you get this confidence from? But when I really started hanging around or being around Demetrius, it was at a very crucial time in my life where I was a teenager. And that is I think this is a time where you're so impressionable, and the confidence and the you can do this, and there was just so much positivity. That you cannot. That was so instrumental in developing who Fariah is. I don't think if I didn't have his voice in my head at that particular time, I would be who I am today.
That's so powerful.
So he does that for us. I don't think he understands it. And we tell it to him all the time, but I don't think he understands it. And so I think that is the same thing that he's bringing to the screen.
Yeah.
To give women a voice. Those who probably may feel that they haven't had a voice, but also the voice that people like myself have. It really absolutely is from Demetrius at such a young age. He really shaped who I am. Like, I'm pretty much unbreakable.
Yeah.
And it really is his voice in my head, the encouragement, the positivity. That really shaped who I was, because he stepped in at a very, very important time in my life. And I think he does that for us as women. So the name again is just right on point.
Yeah. Sharon, was there something you wanted to underscore in what Fariah shared?
Me?
Yes. Yes.
Oh yes, I know. I actually agreed, because Demetrius is yes, she is so right about that, because he doesn't even know. He does not even know what he does. Sometimes you tell somebody something and you don't even know how that like how you made that person feel.
Yes.
And when you speak to this with this guy, and he just uplifts you, and he's not even aware that he's doing it, like Fariah said, so
yeah. Jamie, you were going to say something too?
He just knows how to connect. I won't just say with females, but he just knows how to connect with individuals emotionally on like he knows how to do it. Like he knows how to get to you. He knows how to, he knows how to connect you on an emotional level.
I love it. You said he sees you, Fariah?
Yes, he does. He does see you. If you're around him, you feel like he sees you as an individual. So and it's a natural thing. It really is.
You know what? I love the reciprocity of it. So here he is behind the camera, writing the script, directing, and putting you all in the forefront, right? He's empowering you all. He's showing the strength. He's showing the resilience. He's showing the power of women, even when they misuse their power sometimes, right?
Yes.
But yet they're powerful, right? They are full of power, and how they choose to direct it. He's showing this. And by doing that, by seeing you all, by creating space for you all, by helping you all expand into the fullness of who you are, and seeing things in you that you don't even see in yourself, you are thanking him for that. And this is such a tremendous, when he hears this replay, I can only imagine how filled he's going to be, because this was not.
He better cry.
What'd you say, Couture? He better cry.
Yes, you better cry.
That's right. If not, you're going to have to put him in a headlock like you did Cassandra on that video promo that we got.
Don't worry, Cassandra fight scene is coming. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Well, let me see. I have another promo here that I want to share with people. So this is promo number 7. So let's take a look and see what we have going on in this one.
What? Who?
Cassandra's mother.
Are you sure it was her?
Yeah, I'm sure.
So that's why she called.
She did.
Oh, what is going on there? Give us a little, help us out. What's up?
I want to know what's happening.
A lot of suspense,
a lot of suspense there, huh?
Yes.
So people, you're gonna have to subscribe to that Demetrius Charles channel. You're gonna have to click on. I know on the Vimeo channel we have all of the seasons. And Couture, how many seasons are there?
There are 3 so far.
3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you all currently in production of season 4?
It's been kind of on hold for now.
Okay.
Because he's busy with other projects, trying to promote other projects, but pretty soon he's gonna start back up.
Okay. All right. And so while that is currently on pause, what are you all doing? How are you spending your time? Are you working on other projects? Are you being content creators? Are you relaxing? What, Jamie, what are you doing?
TikTok. TikTok. TikTok is the place to go.
Okay.
That's right.
And they can follow you on TikTok where?
Well, you see, that's the thing. My TikTok account just got hacked.
Oh no.
Oh no.
But I'm working on getting it back. But it's Pretty Mimi 20, the same as IG.
Okay.
Instagram.
All right, y'all. So definitely go. So IG, TikTok, anywhere else, Pretty Mimi 20.
Yes, Pretty Mimi 20. PrettyMimii 20.
All right. So that's 2 I's at the end of Mimi. Make sure y'all catch that. And then the 2 and the 0. Sharon, how about you? What are you up to in the meantime?
So I am presently just script reading right now. It's a short play called We're Family. And so we're just script reading, and so that's the only thing I'm kind of working on right now.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm also a DJ, so I also do that.
You slid that in.
Yeah.
So where can people, listen, dance? What type of music? Come on now.
So like all kinds of music. So if like I have an 80th an 80-year-old party coming up in June, so that would be like oldies, and right. And so and if I'm doing a younger party, then and young brother, and you guys know young brother, right? Yeah, so anyway, so that so it depends on the party.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But I also I'm also I was just about to say that, Samantha, thank you so much. I also have my own radio station, tropicsradio.com. So and I'm there actually every Tuesday night. So I would have been there tonight if I wasn't here, but I'm really happy to be here.
Excellent. Excellent.
And you can find me every Tuesday night right on Tropics Radio, and I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv at Tropics R. That's where you'll find me.
And Tropics is spelled how?
With 2 X's. TROPIXX. Yeah. Tropics.
And the website for that is
tropicsradio.com.
All right, y'all. So you definitely want to check out tropicsradio.com. All right, Miss Fariah, what are you up to in the meantime?
In the meantime, I'm a little more quiet than Miss Jamie, and a lot more quiet than Sharon. I have to be absolutely honest, I'm not as engaging on social media, but I'm working on it. Yeah. So I'm going to work on that. And Demetrius has a few surprises up his sleeve that he has made that we should be working on soon. So don't want to give too much away, but as always, his creative juices are always
that is right
flowing. Yeah. So there's more to come. So we're working on that. Okay, it's a little secret.
Yes.
So stay tuned for that.
Okay. And Couture, how about you? In the meantime, what are you working on?
Okay, so I am slated for a couple of one is a full-blown movie called Femme Force. And I'm also slated for a short film, the name of which happened to slip my mind right now. So I'm slated for these 2 for now. We were supposed to go into production actually last month, but because of the winter, we had like back-to-back winter storms.
Yes.
So we had to put everything on hold. But for now, in my personal life, I am busy trying to promote my own. I'm a content creator.
Okay.
I'm busy trying to promote my own channel, Shades of Ketura, on YouTube.
All right.
So it's a channel that showcases home interior decor, interior design. And yeah, and lifestyle, So I'm just trying to promote that. Busy trying to promote that right now.
Okay, so we got to make sure we are going to Shades of Couture.
Yes.
All right, and I'm going to drop that in the chat right now because it is important that we are supporting each other.
That's right.
In this content creation journey. Again, as I said, all of the clicking subscribes, they are free. Just take a moment, click it, hit the notification, hit the like, leave some comments in there. I know a lot of times people will text me their comments and I'm going, okay, can you text it? And can you please put it on the channel? We need at least 1,000 subscribers to start to unlock things, and that's really on all social media platforms. So please go to Pretty Mimi, that's with 2 eyes at the end, 20, and be sure to subscribe. Please be sure to go to Sharon. So what is this? DJSHAJ 2020. Yes, please be sure to subscribe there as well. Ask Dr. Walls 525. Be sure to subscribe. When Fariah is ready, she's gonna let us know. So I'm gonna add the link in there. So then therefore, when you're ready, it's no pressure, right? Because content creation is a whole nother job in itself. Ain't that right, Jamie?
That's right.
It is. I admire Jamie. She's always on it. I have fun watching her. As much as I'm not a shy person, that is one that I have not tackled. So I'm going to expand my comfort zone.
There we go. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
That's right.
I will.
All in
I'm shy too.
Yes.
But
So,
I'm trying to show
ladies,
the shy people out there how not to be shy.
come on. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Mary May. Mary says she hit that subscribe button already. So thank you. So I'm excited.
Awesome.
People will
Thank
go
you,
up
Mary.
and at least see their number done gone up at least one. So we got to, we encouraging everybody who's listening to be sure to hit that subscribe button. All right, we're going to go around the room real quick and we're going to get a word of inspiration from each of you to the listening audience. So let's see. I'm gonna roll the dice in my head, and Sharon, you're coming up first. What's the word of inspiration?
I got the lucky number. All right. All right. So for those of you out there who is thinking of being an actress or anything, because what I've realized, you can be whatever you want to be. Okay, and just put your mind to it, and you can do it. You can do it, and I learned it the hard way, right? And like I said, I am very shy, but I had to overcome my shyness, right? And look at where I am right now. So just keep your head on, keep your head straight, and go for it. Go for it. And it's kind of fun to do the impossible, right? So so just dream big, dream the impossible, and just go for it.
I love it. Okay? I love it. Thank you. Jamie, how about you? What's your word of inspiration for people?
Word of inspiration to you all is to always follow your heart. Never let anyone tell you can't. And anytime that you do fall, pick yourself right back up and keep it moving.
Yes. Love it. Love it. Couture, how about you? Word of inspiration.
Okay. So to my lovely audience out there, if you have a passion, something on your heart, something that you really want to do, I can tell you from my own personal experience, don't let fear stop you. Fear is a demotivating factor. The naysayers will always be out there. If we have to listen to what people will say or what people will think, we will never take the first step. So just do it.
Yes.
From my personal experience, just do it, and you will mess up, because messing up is okay. That's how we are going to learn. So, but you will grow. It's a journey of growth. So just go out there and put yourself out there.
Love it. Fariah, how about you?
What I would say is to just be open-minded, regardless of your journey in life, your background. It is always important to be open-minded.
Yes.
With every passing day, open yourself up to new opportunities. Okay, because we, with every breath that we take, it's an opportunity to learn to become someone new, and open up a new story, extend on your current story, and of course the comfort zone, extend on it. It's very important to extend on that comfort zone. I prefer extend on the comfort zone rather than come out. Come out can be a little bit scary, but if you extend on it, it's not so scary. So that's true.
I love it. I love it. Well, ladies, thank you all, Femme Force 2025.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Dr. Kathleen, so much.
Thank you so much
So
for
appreciate you.
You are welcome.
You.
For those who
It's
the
a pleasure
audience,
to be among such great talent. Honestly,
Yes.
It really is.
It's a pleasure. It's really an honor.
Good. Yes. And I have to say for us too as well, we thank you all for sharing your stories. To the listening audience, remember, please be sure to hit those subscribe buttons for all of us. We need that support, that encouragement. They have given you words of inspiration. Also, just so that you know, on Ask Dr. Walls 525, we have the Sisters for Harmony showing coming up on Thursday at 7 p.m. It is Mental Health Awareness Month. Y'all know I'm a doctor of clinical psychology, so this is my sweet spot. So I encourage you all to join us as we talk about this important topic. The theme this year is about taking action, right? It's one thing for us to know what we need to do. It's another thing for us to do what we need to do. So we want to make sure that you are taking action. The other thing is next Wednesday night, I have an in-person live show with motivational speaker, fitness coach, and even someone who was in one of the seasons of Ready for Love. Mr. Naeem Turner will be joining me live in studio. So it's rare I get a chance to do an in-studio interview, but I will be doing that with him next Wednesday night at 7 p.m. So if you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, then guess what? You're going to know when we're on. So you can be sure to join us live in the chat and ask your questions and be motivated and inspired. But once again, thank you all, ladies, for joining us. And let's just thank Demetrius one more time for even creating all of this. Yes. Wait, let me turn my lights on. Look, so there we go. One more.
Okay.
There we go. All right, everyone. Have
Thank
a
you so
wonderful
much.
night.
Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. We'll see y'all in the stream.
Bye,
All right.
guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone. Good night.
Good night.
Don't miss Cassandra.